Hey everyone, and welcome to the Ask Nicole weekly series. We're doing these on our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter channels on Tuesdays at 9:15. I'm coming to you from my co-working space. I was in a closet last week, and this week I'm out in the open space because there's really nobody else here with me. It's not really bothering anyone. I will say the one bummer thing, well, there's lots of bummer things about the pandemic, but a bummer thing about the pandemic for me is that I now always forget to wear lipstick because I'm always wearing a mask. And then I get on the camera and I'm like, oh, it'd be nice if I was wearing lipstick right now. So, anyway, today's topic is about fake reviews. So, just to remind you, this little mini series we're calling If I Was a Marketing D Bag, and today's topic is fake reviews. So, there's a lot of ways to fake reviews, obviously. A couple of weeks ago, I talked about faking video testimonials. This is going to be a little bit more text specific because let's face it, making videos is a little bit harder than writing text. So fake written reviews are a little bit more prevalent. So I want to go over some ways people do that and how to spot when somebody has a fake review. So the very first thing, by the way, and this, if you have 20 minutes to waste today, and come on, you do, I highly suggest you watch this video. So Vice does great stuff anyway, I think, but basically this guy a couple of years ago made a fake restaurant in his backyard and then got it to the #1 rated restaurant on TripAdvisor in London. So he does all this crazy stuff. Like, so there's him in his shed, and then he gets a burner phone that has its own phone number so people aren't bugging him. And then he starts taking pictures, but with toilet cleaning tablets and shaving cream to make these fancy looking dishes. Anyway, if you, like I said, the little the video is 18 minutes long, and it is funny and educational and really interesting. So this idea that a restaurant that doesn't even exist could rank is something I think anybody who runs a business can identify with, because sometimes you look at your online reviews and you think like, A, I've never seen any of these people, and B, how are these other businesses that seem to be doing well when they aren't really that great? So there's a few ways to fake online reviews. The first is you can, especially if you have a lot of products or something. So let's say, I don't know, you had an e-commerce store and you had a lot of products and you had to write a lot of reviews. You may not feel very inspired, but don't worry. If you're a marketing D-bag, you can use a testimonial generator. So you basically write the name of your product or services and it comes up with fake testimonials for you that are written by a computer. It even makes fake names. So the examples they have here, fantastic. I'm totally blown away by testimonial generator, Jack F. This is unbelievable. After using testimonial generator for my business skyrocketed, Rick E. So it'll come up with all these testimonials really quickly. So if you're not a very inspired person, you could use a generator like this to come up with lots of different ones, especially if I don't know, you sell scarves and there's really not a lot of different things someone can say about your scarves. You can just use a formula. Now, if you want to, there are these unscrupulous websites where you can buy reviews. So here's an example of one. By the way, this particular website, I counted 5 grammatical errors on the homepage. I'm not sure if it's a legitimate business, so this is not at all an endorsement. Don't buy this. But these TripAdvisor reviews, as you see, range from $3.15 to $122.50. Now, I'm guessing the range is that depending on your location and your market, right? So if I'm running a hot dog stand, in a tiny town versus if I'm running a healthcare facility in New York City, I might be willing to pay more for a certain kind of review. That's what I am guessing. It looks like it's based on quantity and country. So I'm guessing that certain countries might be a little bit less expensive and maybe certain ones are a little bit more expensive. But point is that you can buy reviews a few places online that look pretty sketchy. Now, just for fun, I thought, okay, well, let me just look into basically this bulkbuyreviews.com, and see what their ratings are. And so right away I went to Trustpilot because I was like, okay, I've heard good things about Trustpilot. Maybe I can trust them. And what I'm noticing though when I go to Trustpilot is a lot of stuff's super generic, but you get to these like lower levels and this is funny too, they were out of half the things I wanted. And you're like, okay, if you're writing reviews, how could you be out of those things? But there's some spam here. There we go. Top quality masks made in Australia, 10 out of 10. Thank you. Verified. 5. Yeah. So this is like, obviously Trustpilot is taking contact form spam, and I wouldn't necessarily trust it at this point. And there's really no other websites that talk about that don't look scammy. And at the very bottom, one of the suggested search terms is buy Trustpilot reviews. So point being is that like this, there is no business listing for this website. There's no Better Business Bureau. There's nothing like that I can really check into. So I would not recommend buying from them. So there's a few things that you can fake if you're faking online things, right? So number one is you can, and this is the easiest thing to fake, is fake reviews on your own website, right? So this is where that testimonial generator would come in, right? So like you can just make up nice sounding things and make up fake first names, make up fake last names too if you want, and you can have them on your website, whether it's on your homepage or I don't know, some other place. The other place though you can fake reviews is obviously third-party websites, and this seems to be something people do more often because theoretically these websites are doing some due diligence, right? I mean, I can just say that you said that I was an amazing marketer, but if someone on Google says it, theoretically that's been checked by someone. And I just showed you how you can buy fake TripAdvisor reviews. You can buy fake reviews anywhere. You can, and actually how our friend with the shed did his reviews is he had his friends write TripAdvisor reviews so that the algorithm wouldn't be tipped off. Because, for example, let's say though that you guys were all hanging out in my co-working space today. As you see, there's plenty of room. And let's say I said, okay, can you guys all write a review? Now, all these reviews are coming in at the same time and from the same IP address. So TripAdvisor might flag that as seeming kind of spammy, right? So what we want to do is we want to make it seem like different people are posting from different places at different times, and that it's not all kind of coming in at the same time. So it seems more organic, right? And that's what, like I said, if you want to watch a documentary, that one is brilliant. The other thing though is you can also have fake results or fake. So the most prevalent thing I can think of being weight loss, but you can also do things like fake purchases. So let me show you how you would fake that. So first of all, I thought it was really interesting. I just was like, stock photos for weight loss. And obviously like some of these look really photoshopped, but if you scroll down a little bit, like you can get to like things that look like, so like this person who's on the beach, like she looks kind of like she might be in real life. Like I said, some of these look a little bit like overly done up, but like this looks like somebody who's like in her bathroom, right? Like this, and I think this is intentional. There's stuff in the background. So it looks like, yeah. So like you see, there's like towels in the background. There's stuff on her counter. So it looks like a little bit more candid. So that's another kind of thing that you can do. It doesn't, stock photos just don't have to be these super well produced photos. They can also have a certain like look to them. But the other thing too, which apparently, why is this not working? So I had this pulled up and it keeps, for some reason, it's like not pulling up the website, but let me just grab the image. The other thing I'm sure that you've seen is when you go to a website, usually in like one of the lower corners, there's like this little scrolling thing going by that says, oh, I'm trying to, there we go. Here's a good example one. And these actually, by the way, this thing I'm about to show you, I think I've read places that it converts really well. It gives people confidence, in particular if you have a smaller website. So like, yeah, here's the example, like, oh, really, can we just go to the whole thing? Sorry, I thought I had this pulled up. It was pulled up and then, I don't know, the connection got insecure. But what it does is if you have a smaller website and people have never bought from it before, there can be this little thing that pops up that says, let me zoom in on the correct screen here. it says, hey, you know, what is it? Marta just reviewed this plugin, or so-and-so just bought this product 20 minutes, Mary from Colorado Springs just bought this product 20 minutes ago. So these, there's several plugins that do this. So one of them is Notification X. It's like a WordPress plugin, but there's other ones that allow you to basically do show purchases. Now I have this on my e-commerce site, and there is a place in it that you can put fake purchases. And even though no one's bought on my e-commerce site in a long time, I cannot bring myself to, I can't bring myself to show a fake purchase. I feel like that's really gross. So if you go to my website, like I said, you'll see that there hasn't been a lot of activity in a while. It'll be like, oh, somebody bought this 4 weeks ago or something, which is kind of embarrassing. But at the same time, like, whatever, it's the truth, right? So you can even fake that someone has made a purchase on your website and kind of communicate that to people. Again, if you were a douchebag marketer, which I hope we've established you are not. So now I know you're asking yourself, well, how do I spot these fake reviews? Like, if everything is fake, like, how do I know what's real? And it's a really good question. So I found a couple of good resources, I think, that will tell you, first of all, knowing that these things exist. So if you see purchases flashing up on a website, you know now that people can make those up. So, oh wow, like 16 people bought this in the last hour? Like, no, probably not. I mean, maybe, but probably not. But there's two plugins that I want to recommend, and they're both free, and you can just add them to your computer. So one of them is called Fake Spot, and this is Amazon specific. So it's a Google Chrome extension, and what it will do is it will flag reviews on Amazon that look fake. So it's looking for quality of reviews, like it's looking for, So, and it's, the seller has caution, so it'll show you kind of if a seller has, purchased or seemed to have purchased fake reviews. So this is more Amazon specific. It's fakespot.com. And then the other one, And then the other one, FakeSpot is the Google Chrome extension. It does work with Amazon and other sellers. And then this one, reviewmeta.com, is Amazon product review specific. So you could put a link to a product on there, and it will detect any reviews that seem unnatural. So back when we were looking at the testimonial generator a couple minutes ago, it'll like look at those, and it'll seem, if they seem formulaic or it seems like they were computer generated, it will flag them. So those two things seem to be pretty good. Anyway, that is a little bit about reviews. So like I said, people can fake lots of things, including creating a whole entire fake restaurant. Like I said, this guy he's insane. And I love it. Like, he did this super crazy thing, and then he started getting actual, he's like propping up this thing with his just entertaining, just super entertaining if you want to learn about fake reviews. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any topics that you want me to cover, I'm totally open to that. Like I said, I kind of suck at email, but I do see emails. So please feel free to, email me, send me, like I said, if there's a topic or a question or just something weird, even if something you screenshot that's weird. I have some ads right now that I've screenshotted that I'm keeping an eye on, that I might do a video on in the future from a certain initiative. So keeping an eye on that. But like I said, send me anything topic-wise that you might be interested in. And just as a reminder, if you've made it this far, that if you want to spend a little bit of time with me, this is a free course that I have on this separate website, 2020makesomemoney.com, where I go through how to set up an online business from scratch. I do 20-minute videos for 20 days. And I did this during quarantine. So I did this back in March. Production quality has gotten a little bit better, obviously. I'm thinking about re-recording them, but the information is still good. And feel free to kind of see if you like my vibe. And if you do, then maybe we can work together. But tune in next week, Tuesdays at 9:15, where I will talk about another topic. And I'm trying to see, like, what is next week's topic? I forgot. I did some, oh yes, I called it ad nauseum. I get it. I know right now we're inundated with election ads. So what I think is going to happen is next week, between the time when election ads stop driving prices up and when Black Friday lead up starts, is going to be the sweet spot of purchasing ads. So I thought that that would be timely. So we can talk about targeting people with ads and how to do it in a way that is helpful for you, but not super annoying to them, and to kind of see when you're being annoying. So next week's will be about ads. And like I said, if you're thinking about doing paid ads, I think that this spot starting tomorrow, between tomorrow and maybe a few days leading up to Black Friday or a week leading up to Black Friday, I think ads would be at their cheapest. That is my prediction. Not entirely, free advice from the internet. Take it for what you will, but I've been right about some things in my life. So yeah, I think it's not a bad idea. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye. Oh, wait, there's a comment. Hold on, let me look at my comment. Oh, someone said hi. Hi. All right, have a good rest of your day. Bye.